Hello, 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 and namaste, my witchlings. Yep. All right. Hello, everybody. Why am I not being able to find... There it is. Thunk. That, I just yanked on a hair. That was brilliant, die. There we go. Now I should be able to hear you too. Do. It does. Winter has hit here in the Pacific Northwest. It is cold as all fluff and Hades out there today. How's everybody out there doing? Apparently it has gotten warmer since I took the dogs out. It was contemplating that evil white fluffy shit out there. Yep. Man, hiking the day after Christmas sounds awesome. Yay! There we go. That looks better. I'm so happy the floof potatoes are doing well. That's always good news. I am... No clue. I am achy today, but that's okay. Yep. They want milk. I am bouncy and kind of hyper and so achy today. Oh. But overall, we're doing pretty good. So, it is Coffee and Cues. We have a couple of cards to read. We have our wonderful Mr. Rogers quote. We have a goddess today because this genius spaced that it was Friday, so I was setting up a normal daily draw, and I didn't want to waste the goddess. That doesn't sound right, but y'all know what I mean. Oh, I need to send... That is true. The man behind the curtain says there's a few goddesses he might not mind wasting, but, you know, we're not going to do that. Is Medusa a goddess or simply a character? She's a character. But, yeah. She was killed by a goddess. That's right. No. She was turned into what she is by a goddess. That's what it is. Medusa's pretty cool. Nice. Chocolate is always... Oh, that's where you are. Okay. Tooker's is making funny noise. Yeah, it does look a little purplier than usual. It's this hoodie. Is nice. Although I am seriously contemplating doing my purple hair, doing the whole bleach and dye process for my birthday. I have not fully decided yet. Y'all are just going to have to wait and see. Oh, I slept last night. I slept pretty well until I woke up. What was hurting? Oh, migraine. My head decided to scream at me last night and wake me up. So I went and took pain pills for that. And then like an hour and a half later, my arm woke me up and I was like, fuck it. Yes. This is my salad today. Although I wonder, is this more bean soup than salad? There is a hair there. Okay, I'm not losing my shit. Oh, I know, Hazel, you don't like chocolate. Not everybody does, and that's fine. Hence why I said my coffee is my... No, do not take a sip of the Dr. Pepper. That's why I said my coffee is my salad. Coffee is bean soup. Yes. Would it be a liquid salad? Pizza is a full meal because it has all of the food groups most of the time. Because you got your meat, your cheese, your dairy, your grains. and your fruits and veggies. Especially if you have pineapple and tomato on your pizza. God, I miss taco pizza. Now I'm hungry. I am very definitely not caffeinated enough yet this morning, so let's drink some more coffee. How's everybody out there doing? How was Christmas for everybody? Yeah, how was Boxing Day for those watching? It has been a fun couple of days for us here. All right. Oh, my arm is so unhappy. Oh, my arm is so unhappy. Do what? Fun is relative? Yeah. Okay. Awesome sauce. That is true, too. Not everybody thinks the same things are fun. I am actually making some plans to do some other stuff here in the office. Good for John, although you had sprouts with your dinner, now everyone has the fallout from that. Yeah, I can understand that one. Oh. Yes, that is us and broccoli. Girl. I was scrolling through memories last night. I want to say it was Facebook memories last night, talking about the fact that we were headed over to the in-laws. The man behind the curtain and Spawn were, and the middle child and I were going to hey, Mini Hulk. And me and the middle child were going to meet them over there on my father-in-law's birthday for dinner. And then I was going to take care of our niece while her parents were at a football game. Well, that was the weekend that while I was babysitting, the nephew was being dropped off by a friend, and I went to go confirm that who was pulling in the gate was the nephew, and said friend stepped out to go down my sister-in-law's front porch with Sergeant in my arms. My foot hit the first step and went whee out from under me, and I went bounce, bounce, bounce down the front porch. Sarge was fine. We are about 90% sure that I at least fractured my tailbone that day, because it was, oddly enough, 8 years ago or so, and my tailbone still hurts if I sit for too long on too solid a surface. And yes, it was hilarious. I am okay, mostly okay now. My pride was very hurt because the nephew's friends' parents saw me go bouncing down the steps. I do not fault my nephew for laughing at me, because I can imagine the expression on my face. But yeah, and he was, oh God, he was like 10 at the time. So, watching Auntie bounce down the steps is hilariously funny. But otherwise, yes. I have always been the most graceful. Do what, babe? I am so jealous of Hazel's espresso machine. I need one. So, speaking of espresso machines, I have been trying to talk the man behind the curtain into getting me an espresso machine. Hey, Bean, because it would save us a fuck ton of money. Still have not gotten it, but I'm still angling for it. My favorite paranormal romance author has explained that one of the reasons she has hers, and it's an expensive one, is because A, she has dairy allergy, she has a chocolate allergy, and something else that I cannot remember, but she and I both have MCAS, mast cell activation syndrome. Our body will randomly just develop an anaphylactic allergy to shit out of the blue. So, but she goes through coffee like most people do water. And she and her husband decided it would save them a lot of money to just put have the upfront expense of buying this like $1,000 espresso machine, and then not spend $1,000 a month at the coffee shop. I have been angling for one of my own. since I found that out. Because at one time we were spending that much at the local coffee stand. Oh no, honey. Oh no, honey. Just before you stopped drinking coffee, I had asked them about how much we were spending with them a month. And we were up at about $900, $1,000 a month. And then you stopped drinking coffee. Was it? Okay. Yeah, it would be about $1,000 in today. Oh, yeah, See, I need one that will steam the milk and will be able to tolerate or be able to take both black and white coffee. They're expensive. I want the one you had at work. Just saying. Anyway, yes, I do have my cards. We will be doing Cozy Witches Night in Oracle card and... No, Chubby Witches Night in Oracle, Cozy Witch Tarot. And they are both by Amanda Lovelace. And, do I still have it sitting here? I think I do. Nope. Oh no, where did I put it? I have one of her poetry books. I am now very mad at myself. Oh, well, I'll find it later. Yes. Oh, I am sure. Oh, that is awesome, Bean. So you said, did Mimi pass out or fall? Fell or fainted the other day. So you don't remember whether you fainted or fell. Honey, that's not good. Be careful. Mom energy is coming out big time here. I'm drinking coffee. I am so happy to hear that. And honey, she's part of the clan, okay? You know, I am so careful using the word clan these days because of the less stellar uses and the different spelling. Yes, this is my very real hair. Why did I pull on it that hard? You are such a genius, Di. You knew it was going to hurt. Apparently I'm not very awake. We're doing stellar today. Drinking more coffee. Hi, I'm autistic and ADHD, and there are so many times when impulse will rule and I will just do things without thinking about it first and then realize, you know, I probably shouldn't have done that. I feel very Hagrid-like at that point. All right, y'all, let's get started with some of this shiz. No Andrea yet, I don't think. I see Mimi, I see John, I see Bean, saw Raven, but no Andrea. But that's okay. All right, let's go. Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome, welcome, welcome to yet another cozy morning coffee and cues where we sip, share, and stir a little soul into our mugs. So go grab your favorite crystal. Oh, I am going for smoky quartz heart today. Smoky quartz. Light your candle or your incense. Cozy up with your coffee, tea, cocoa, or whatever brew fills your mug today. And let's step into today's wisdom together for some very fine conversation. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our Witchling circle grow. I forgot to move that too. That's okay. All right. So we do not have a birthday today. We will have birthdays tomorrow. And we're not streaming tomorrow. Two of my favorite people's birthday tomorrow. So you know what we're going to do? Birthday. I love you. All right, so we're doing this a day early, but I don't stream tomorrow, and it's their birthdays then. So we have my old Mary Kay unit leader's birthday tomorrow. Sonia, I hope you have a very sparkly, sparkly birthday, and I love you so much. And my absolute bestie, my sister, my friend, and a fellow Spoonie, amazing mom, military wife, just all around great gal, and one of my business partners. And that would be Alyssa. How the fuck do I forget that his birthday is the 27th? I always wanted to be the 28th. And it is my father-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Happy birthday, Liz. Happy birthday, Sonia. I hope all three of you have the most amazing birthdays. We love you all. Boom. Happy birthday. All right. And we are holding our light for all of our witchlings who have and their loved ones who are dealing with some tough situations, maybe needing some cute winter boots. We love you guys, and we are holding you in our hearts. We are lighting our candle to be a beacon of hope and light to those who have lost their way and are stumbling in the darkness. So as we light our candle, we close our circle and invite the ancestors to be with us today. May our light also be a beacon of light and hope in the darkness for all survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence worldwide. We offer our light as a small sanctuary of healing and remembrance. As above, so below, as I will it. We have holidays. Whee! Oh, well, hell. Hey, Suke, hello. We're having a good day. No diet. We're going to hide the Dr. Pepper from ourselves for a couple of minutes until I finish my coffee. See, I always want my father-in-law's birthday to be the 28th. Because the 28th is a significant date for me. It is the day I hit San Diego for A school. It is the day my kid's father and I got married. And something else happened that day. And it's also two other friends' birthdays. So I just kind of lump him in there. I keep forgetting it's the 27th. He's now in the master list. Mimi, you're worrying me. Glad she... I hate that. I hate the mystery, just losing consciousness and not knowing if you fell or if you passed out or what. My POTS causes me to do that shit. I don't like it. It's unnerving. Very unnerving. Oh, honey, you'll know if I'm going to start crying. Hey. You and me both, my friend. And at this point, we might as well be equally as far away from her because I can't do anything. Like, I am a fixer. It kind of goes along with the healer aspect of me. I want to fix everything for the people I care about, and it's driving me insane. Very short drive. Honey, Mimi, my ass, my tailbone and ass still hurts 8 years later. So please, there is a chance that you damaged your tailbone. So you might want to take care of it, or not take care of it, but at least go get it checked. Because, they might be able to give you something for the pain. Because trust me, tailbone pain is a special kind of ow. And yeah, the automod doesn't let people swear. It's weird. The things the automod catches. Although the Discord automod catching cum laude, that was amusing. All right. Oh, shall we play with holidays? Yes. Everything is play with for me right now. Let's check out today's holidays, shall we? We have a couple of fun ones, and then one that's kind of, So, oh, whoops. All right, guys. So, please let me know how you guys are going to celebrate these holidays. Tell me in the comments, because it's so much fun to hear how you guys are going to do these. All right, starting with puppy. Okay. He's playing with me. I love him. I may scream later, but I love him. My tooth feels funny. All right, so our first holiday today is a really, really, really fun one that I actually might do. Because, my friends, today's holiday is Make Cutout Snowflakes Day. How many of us loved making cutout snowflakes when we were kids? Today is a gentle invitation to slow down, get a little nostalgic, and let your hands make something just for the joy of it. Fold the paper, cut without overthinking, and unfold, a reminder that beauty doesn't need perfection to be magical. Each snowflake is different, just like us, and that uniqueness is the whole point. This is a lovely day for crafting with your kids, your elders, or even just your inner child. So how will you celebrate? Are you cutting snowflakes for your windows, your altar, or your journal pages? I might put some on my altar. Next, my thingamajigger is looking funny again. There we go. Next, we have Visit the Zoo Day. Today encourages curiosity, compassion, and connection with the more than human world. Visiting a zoo, or even just learning about animals from home, can remind us of our responsibilities as caretakers of this planet. Notice which animals draw your attention. There's often some wisdom there. Let this be a day of learning, reverence, and wonder rather than rushing from exhibit to exhibit. How are you going to honor today? Are you going to visit a zoo, maybe give a donation, watch a documentary, or teaching your own witchlings about animal allies? I have a few ideas. To go with that one, my munchkin somehow managed to do 4 zoos in 4 days. It was grand. And now we have our useful one. It is International Day of Epidemic Preparedness. After having lived through COVID-19, this is an important one. This day invites us to reflect on collective care, how communities protect one another through knowledge, compassion, and preparedness. It's about honoring science, public health workers, and mutual responsibility. Today is a powerful moment to recommit to community care, accurate information, and looking out for the most vulnerable among us. How might you honor this? Sharing resources, checking in on someone who's immunocompromised, or simply resting when your body asks for it all count as acts of preparedness. Those are our holidays today. I'm still going to dance. Yes. Wow. Now I'm humming it too. Wow, I don't even know what the music is, and I'm just kind of sitting here bobbing with the music. Oh, if I didn't already know I was crazy, I would seriously question my sanity. Hey, yo! Good to see ya! How you doing today, Raven? It's the other Raven. We have Raven and Raven. Shut up, Di. Yes, we have 2 ravens in here. One of them is staff, and the other one is basically an adopted kid. Wait, what? Wait, what? Yeah. Had something I was going to tell Raven, and all I can remember is there was something I was going to tell them, and that's it. Fuck, I hate my brain. Nope. I do need to do something with that, though. Nope. I can understand Mimi being kind of preoccupied with her tush because it hurts, dude. Mine is aching just at remembering that trip down the stairs. Trip down the stairs. Die, really? I'm doing great. Not Festival of Light, but yes, we do know about MeWe. We will talk soon. That is one of the things that I want to talk to you about. I need to do a couple of things for the head witch in charge. So glad I didn't hear all of it because I know you changed the lyrics and I am not in the mood to snort on camera. That would, well, I might as well now because I just fucking said. So y'all know I'm about to kick somebody's ass. Yeah, he's saying I'm about to break my fucking ass. I love my husband. Where are our cards? We're getting there. So, I'll break my fucking ass. So, Coffee and Cues is slightly different than our normal daily draw. We do a whole lot more chit-chatting and bullshitting and let my brain do its thing. And then we segue into the cards eventually. We're going to go now into our Sanskrit bit for today. All right. So our Sanskrit word of the week is Jyoti. And we incorporate Jyoti today by choosing presence over pressure. Begin with a pause. Notice a candle, a sunbeam, or the rhythm of your own breath, and let yourself arrive fully. Tend to your light by doing one thing slowly and with care. Set a boundary that protects your energy or offer kindness without overextending. That's key. As the day closes, name one moment that felt warm or true. Jyoti isn't about shining harder. It's about seeing clearly and letting your inner light guide small, steady choices. That is our Sanskrit bit. I like Jyoti. That actually sounds good, Raven. Making that damn noise again. Sorry. So that is my most common stim. I will just sit here and make that popping noise and not even realize I'm doing it. All right. We have our oracle first. We are, again, using the Chubby Witch's Night in Oracle deck. And we actually drew the very first card in the deck tonight, which is... Oh, wait. Nope. Hit that again. Now it worked. All right, our first card is a witch alone, not a lonely witch. Whoever said that you need to be with other people to have a good time was lying. There are nights where all you need really is yourself. A delicious meal someone else cooked, and a comforting TV show or movie to watch. Hell yes. Society absolutely loves to frame being alone as something boring, sad, or even potentially shameful, especially if you're a woman, but don't even get me started on that topic because I could go on and on and on for hours. In my opinion, spending time alone to nurture the relationship you have with yourself is just as important as spending time with others to nurture those relationships. It's through developing a strong and dependable relationship with yourself that you can learn more about who you are and what you want. By getting clear on those things, you can go forth and foster healthier relationships with those around you. But honestly, your perspective on it doesn't even have to be that deep. Sometimes you just need to be alone, period. Maybe it's so you can recharge your social battery that's been running something, cope with something sad or stressful, or even get away from a person or situation that's been annoying the fluff out of you. The reasons are endless. Our night in journal prompt will be being shared on our socials, but I'll go ahead and read it here real quick. What do you love the most about being in your own company? Pick one aspect about it that feels magical. You can take that as literally or as figuratively as you like and write about it. Going even further, however, pause. What would your ideal night in alone look like? You do not owe anyone an explanation about your reasons either. If anyone tries to guilt you about choosing yourself, feel free to remind them that no one is entitled to time or energy you are not willing to or able to give, because that's the fucking truth. You might also be facing something that requires you to branch out on your own, and even though it may be scary AF, this is your reminder that you can do it because you can do anything. Alternatively, you are being encouraged to make the decision that's best for you, as opposed to sacrificing to make the best decision for all involved, no matter how selfish it seems. And here's a quick little magical tip with some witchy movies and TV shows that you can curl up with. We have Practical Magic, the movie. We have the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina TV show on Netflix. Kiki's Delivery Service, who doesn't love Kiki? And the Good Witch movies and TV show with Catherine Bell. So, that is our fantabulous oracle today. Yes. Being alone makes it possible to hear my own thoughts without anyone else's opinions, except the others in your head. Yes. I agree. I actually like my own company a lot of the time. I don't argue. Well, no, can't say that because I argue with the others in my head all the damn time. Yep, James likes his own company. Yes, I hear ya. There are times when it's just... I get sick of being around everybody else, and I just need to be alone with the chaos of my own brain for a few minutes. Autism, y'all. Yeah, it is an introvert thing. Don't get me wrong. I love being with lots of people. I will get energized from being around lots and lots of people, but Jiminy cheese whiz. There are days when I just, the idea of peopling, nope. That makes sense, John. Oh man, running is awesome. Running is awesome for learning to be with yourself. Shit. I am being reminded that people who may watch this later will not have access to the chat necessarily. John is saying that when he trains for long distance, he runs me, myself, and I. And that is, running is so good for learning how to be with your own thoughts. And I love that. Are all females witches? No. Oh, dear Lord, no. Witches don't have to be just women. I mean, Man Behind the Curtain is a perfect example of this. He is also a witch. That one's also a witch, but... Yes. So John is asking, shall he tell himself, I'm assuming he's meaning his girlfriend is considered to be a witchling. Yes, she is part of the extended clan. I love you, honey. So James asks, are all females witches? And the Man Behind the Curtain responds with, only in so much as they can create life. That is its own special kind of magic. Yes, I'm well aware it's biology, but it's fucking magic. If you want to be a witchling, you are more than welcome to be a witchling, James. James is asking, am I? If you're here strictly for the entertainment of watching me be the world's biggest dorkfish on camera, that's fine. You don't necessarily have to be a witchling, but if you are coming around to learn about stuff and actually get some knowledge out of what we're doing here, great. You are more than welcome to be one of the witchlings. Thank you, John. We have dorkfish. I love that stupid dorkfish picture. Thank you, John. That is one of the best things. Oh, no, the dorkfish isn't, yeah, it's not stupid, but it's a dork, right? James, men can be witches. There's nothing, James is like, I'm a man, but I'm like, no, honey. No. Men can be witches and witchlings. Something ing tends to mean it's a small thing, such as a youngling is a young creature, sapling, small tree. It's kind of like adding ito to the end of a Spanish word, like taquito is a small taco. Tonito was little Tony. I mean, God, I miss that kid. Anyway, shall we see what the tarot card is sharing with us today? She's pretty cool. No, I'm just not going to read that one out loud. Okay. That is, okay, so James is saying he always thought a female is the only one who can be a witch. I'm assuming that's what the rest of that comment was. No. Witches are witches are witches. The word warlock comes from, basically, it's a slur for an oath breaker, which is why I am not a warlock. Wizards are fantasy characters, men who... True. But generally a male who practices the craft is still a witch. Because, I mean, it's called witchcraft, not wizardcraft, right? There are a number of men who prefer being called a wizard, which is fine. But generally, most of the men I have met in the pagan community prefer to be called a witch. Or if they're Norse pagans, whatever their word is, and I can't remember it off the top of my head. That reminds me, I need to tell you something that I discovered last night. It involves the wedding last year. No, definitely not a warlock here. All right, we have our... Yeah, which is actually kind of a gender-neutral term. Actually, it's not kind of a gender-neutral term. It is a gender-neutral term. I'm catching myself doing that a lot. Okay, take the example we just had. Which is kind of a gender-neutral. Why do I say it's kind of a gender-neutral? It is gender-neutral because it's one of those that either is or it is not. There is no, maybe to it. So, that will be awesome, John. Oh, excuse the fluff out of me. There is no way y'all didn't hear that. I am so sorry. Hey, Will. How are you doing tonight? Actually, it's not tonight yet. It's still daytime for us. Oh, is it only 2:15? Okay. It is afternoon. Ooh, fun times. I am so sorry. Oh my God, I am so sorry. You guys are probably slammed right now. So let's see what the Cozy Witch has to share with us today. Our Cozy Witch card is... Bloop, 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 bloop. Click that just to be positive. There we go. Our tarot card today is Justice Reversed. No, it was not Justice last week. So, it says, stick to your truth and everything will turn out just fine. If you haven't been honest with yourself or those around you, then that may soon be revealed. See this not as a disaster, but as an opportunity to do the right thing, which, in this case, is telling the truth and embracing whatever the outcome is. Okay, who's been lying to people? That's our tarot. I have an idea, but we're not going to go there. So we have today's affirmation. You haven't made a graphic for the affirmation yet. I'm shocked. A banner. All right. Today's affirmation. I honor my truth even when it asks me to stand alone. My solitude is not emptiness, it is nourishment, clarity, and magic. I choose honesty with myself and others, trusting that integrity will guide me where I'm meant to be. I do not owe my energy, my time, or my truth to anyone. When I choose myself, I choose alignment, and everything unfolds as it should. Our affirmation. Man, I remember what Snow Casino was like the day after Christmas. Bonus kid got told you don't have to come into work today. So I got a message saying, hey, they canceled my shift today. Do you need to go anywhere? And my thought was, fuck no. I'm not going anywhere the day after Christmas that involves going to a shopping place. No. And no, we're not doing that shit. No, thank you. Oh my gosh. Yay. Let's see. It is 2025. It's been 2 years today since I left Torrid. Oh, it's been 2 years. No. Did I leave Nope, 23. I graduated teacher training Father's Day of 23, and I was still at Torrid when I finished yoga teacher training. So it has been 2 years today. Thank you, James. So James is saying he struggles with lying to people. I know that feeling. I am an excellent liar at times. Primarily because I couldn't tell my mother the truth about 90% of shit, so I got really good at not having any obvious tells when I'm lying. The man behind the curtain has heard me tell some very blatant lies, and he's like, you scare me with how easily and smoothly you do that. And I'm like, but my mother was pretty much the only person I lied to. There have been a couple of other people, but it's always when, self-saving. Have a good day, Will. We'll be here for a bit. That is true. Hello, Emilio. We're doing pretty good here. How are you today? I can take the veil off. Good. It was starting to squeeze my brain. Houston, we have a problem. Woo-wee? That would involve me having eaten at that particular place in the last 15 years. Straight up, the last thing I had from McDonald's, and it's still the only thing I will get there ever, was a sausage, egg McMuffin, and orange juice. Oh, that's right. I might have had a McFlurry since then. But yeah, I don't eat McDonald's despite having a McDonald's logo tattooed on my ankle. John, yes. Emilio, we're doing pretty good here. Just kind of chilling out. This is Coffee and Cues with the Yoga Witch. It's a much more low-key thing than we do for our normal daily draw. Sunday through Thursday, I remembered because we just changed the schedule. Sunday through Thursday, 1:30 p.m. my time. I am in Seattle-ish. We do our daily divination and self-care where I draw tarot, oracle, a Namaste and self-compassion. Those are our self-care cards. We have our goddess of the day. We have our Sanskrit of the day. We have an affirmation, and then we have a closing blessing after all of the shit. Plus, we also honor a couple of holidays a day. So, that's the brief rundown of what we do here. Thank you, James. Yeah, and because I am who and what I am a very caring and overly compassionate person at times. I get overly invested in some of my witchlings' lives. But that's okay. I am a mom. It's my job to care about everybody. Wow, if that isn't society beating something into your head that isn't necessarily true. Yes, hail, hydrate, Raven. Oh, hey, I can have my soda back now. And I'm also autistic and ADHD as fuck. I am a service-connected disabled Navy veteran who swears like the sailor I once was. So if you don't like hearing the F-bomb fairly regularly, this is not going to be the place for you. Otherwise, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. We do not really have an age limit here, just if you are under the age of, say, 15. I would like you to let your parents know that you are watching this channel because of the fact I swear like the sailor I once was. Well, Emilio, that would involve believing in angels or demons. And I do not believe in either. That's right, you have. Oh, yeah, there are certain industries where people swear more than they don't. I have known some chefs who the non-swear words in their conversation are few and far between. My brain is glitching hardcore today. Okay, so Emilio brings up a very good point here, discussing angels and demons. You're a witchling, my friend James. So angels and demons are predominantly a Christian thing, okay? And while I grew up Christian and I am aware of angels and I am aware of demons, they're not necessarily in my pantheon. Exactly, good. You're learning, Emilio. That's kind of where I'm going. Now, I am an eclectic pagan, which means I am not Wiccan, I am not Norse, I am not Celtic. I pull from multiple different paths. My husband has Filipino and Native American blood, as well as the Scottish, English, Irish that I have. And we have just kind of pulled things from all of our lineages and gone, okay, we like this, we like that, we like this, we like that. And just kind of made our own practice out of it. The one thing we did not do is really pull any of the Christian ideology and mythology in because, well, they stole most of their stuff from us. So, no, I'm not a theistic Satanist. I am a Satanist by technicality. I did join our local satanic temple. But that's the other thing that a lot of people don't understand. Satanists, even theistic Satanists, do not necessarily worship Satan as the Christian church sees it. Because as the Satanic Temple so wonderfully pointed out on, I believe it was Twitter at the time, when someone asked, so what religion does believe in a literal Satan? Christianity. So Satanism, even theistic Satanism, their whole vibe is you are your own temple, you are your own God. Decorate your temple as you wish. Hence, why a number of Satanists have multiple piercings and tattoos. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piercings and 7 tattoos. With more to come. Nope. And the reason you've only heard rumors is because they do not exist. I have known a number of Satanists in the last 25 years, 30 years. No. Satanic ritual, satanic sacrifice does not happen. Dude, yes. I know. But yeah, that's actually a good comparison. Mm-hmm. Nope. 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 Most Mexicans are Roman Catholic. No. No. I have way too many Mexican friends who know. Oh, well, that's the cartels. Okay. So cartels, that's the cartels being cartels, not being satanic. That is a completely different animal altogether. James, no, we did not have a Christmas tree this year. Just didn't have the spoons to put it up. And I will leave it to him if he wants to tell his name. He has asked me to refer to him by screen name. Just like there's the Spawn, the Munchkin, and Mike, because, well, Mike's username and screen name is close enough to his name. He doesn't mind. Exactly. They only give a rat's fluff about money. Mike was showing me something. I want to say it was hell of a boss. Mike was showing me where the devil was playing a golden fiddle, and we both laughed at it. Okay, so James is asking if we had a Christmas tree. No, we didn't. We didn't clean up the front part of the house and move shit out of the house enough to be able to put a tree up this year. But with the Spawn moving out, so the bonus kid can now have that room, we will have more room in the front of the house to hopefully be able to do so next year. Thank you, James. Yeah. Emilio says he understands. He's very much in love with a Wiccan woman. Oh. This is my thing, and I have made Wiccans laugh with this. But because of my experience with the Roman Catholic Church, oh God, you're going to love this then. You are Catholic. So my thoughts here, having experience with the Roman Catholic Church and with Wicca, part of the reason so many Catholics like Wicca is it's the same shit. Wicca is the Roman Catholicism of the pagan world. They both heavily rely on ritual. They both heavily rely on these are the hard and fast rules, yada yada. Excuse me. So yes. You're glad they did that, Raven? I hate it because I got so used to the names that would come in. I knew them, and then they start popping in with these just the ads, and I'm like, who the fuck am I talking to? Thank you, Emilio. Emilio says I'm not being disrespectful. I appreciate that. James is asking how big is my house? 1,010 square feet, and we have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and then the front of the house that is the living room, dining room, kitchen. James is not Catholic. Cool. But John says the dog seems upset every time she brings a branch in the house, it's thrown out, and right now there's a tree in the house. That kind of goes along with dogs who live with cats, and the Christmas tree comes in the house, and they get in trouble for, sniffing up on it and wanting to pee on the tree in the house, and they're like, but the cat pees in the litter box. You take me outside to pee on the tree. Yes. Oh, Pasha is saying this year was rather pathetic. I hope 26 is going to be fair for all of us. I definitely agree with you there. 2025 was not a great year, but you know what? We're coming up on a new year, and we've got the ability to start fresh. We're gonna just kind of chill. Yes. James is saying 3 bedrooms. Yes. We have the man behind the curtains in my room. My office is technically a bedroom. And then that used to be his office, and it's now my youngest's bedroom. So, what is my job? You are watching my job. Go get some rest, Mimi. Oh, thank you, Emilio. Thank you. Okay, now as for what we do that actually generates income, hey Raya, I'm a disabled veteran. I get my 80% service-connected disabled through the VA, so I get my VA pension. The man behind the curtain has long COVID and finally started receiving disability for that. Prior to, he and Will actually had something in common. He used to work at a casino. He repaired slot machines. Come on, Di. We both worked with computers, so that's kind of why just doing something on the internet works. And this wonderful man, he's in the room over there. That's why I keep pointing and gesturing that way. This wonderful man is getting to live out his dream of being, the behind the scenes guy for a TV show. I cannot tell you the number of times we have watched CNN, MSNBC, which is now MS Now, and Saturday Night Live when they would give you the shot of the control room and he would just start drooling and just kind of pouting because that was what he always wanted to do. So he now has his dream job. Hey, Mike, glad to see ya. Yes. Last time I checked, we lived together, right, hun? And I just raised my voice enough that he could hear me without it, and totally forgetting that I have him in my ear on an earbud. I am so sorry if I just blew your ear out, babe. Oh, that's right. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck have a new movie out. Oh, shit. Today's the 27th. Oh, thank God. You're on my speaker on my. You know what? I'm going to do this. I have the spa workshop on the 28th. So we will not be doing Sunday's daily draw this week because I will be presenting a workshop to the Spiritual Professionals Association. Mike, being attracted to Michael Stevens, Mike, just says, I'm attracted to Robert Irwin. Honestly, after seeing that boy on Dancing with the Stars, I cannot blame you. And his dad was really forking awesome. And he has so much of his dad's personality. Bindy's pretty cute, too. Oh, there he is. Y'all see the man behind the curtain set up here in the vertical feed, not the horizontal feed. I think he's working on getting it up in the horizontal. I hear you. Mike is also saying it's been a while since he's been attracted to a star. Yes. Go ahead. James wants to ask you a question, babe. Yep. I am jealous of his setup. I still only have one monitor. We have plans, hopefully, in the coming year to be able to get me a setup more similar to his. I wish they could see the picture next to the guitar. I love that picture. Yeah. Raya. I can see a little bit of the conversation going on in chat. There we go. Yep. That would be him. Where we record for the next day, my brain is telling me it is the day we're recording for, and I'm just okay. Oh, Emilio would like to know, how can he support my channel? Is that how did my holiday season go? Holiday went well. Yes. There we go. Check out my link tree. That will give you links to the Patreon, the Substack, the Buy Me a Coffee, the Venmo. I think the Venmo, maybe Cash App. I don't remember if I have that. But yes, and you can do exactly what you were doing right here. And also there's the opportunity. I did not say this wonderful little blurb earlier. We are monetized now, so that's part of why I watch what I'm saying. But what that means is you can now join the channel for a whopping 99 cents USD every month, and that gets you access to the Discord server, which you also get on Substack and Patreon, or not Substack, but Buy Me a Coffee and Patreon. You get access to the cute little stickers that Hazel just put up of Fuzzbutt. Let's see. Oh, hey, Pyramid Schemes. What else? Oh, plus we have members-only chats. We have members-only streams, and a whole bunch of other shit that you get when you join. So please, it is less than $1 a month. Go ahead and pop on and hit that join button. Raven hit all the furballs. And then me. We get the furballs. I love that picture of Sargent so much. And Luna, that is derpy Luna. That is my girl at her best. The picture of Sarge, I believe I took when he was trying to ask Daddy for treatsies. Oh, thank the gods, none of them heard me. That word, that's the key word for the furry children. Yeah. My youngest went to a... Okay, oh, no. How long have you been laying there? He was laying behind the door. It's Sergeant. So my youngest went to a Christmas party with his girlfriend on Christmas Eve and came home late yesterday evening and was sick. So he's moaning and coughing his head off in the next room. Not coughing today, but moaning and groaning in the next room. My oldest came over for Christmas Eve dinner. And then Christmas yesterday was pretty much this. I did a 6-hour live stream yesterday. We started with our usual daily draw and all of that shit, and then just stayed live through guided meditation. And then just kind of stayed live until I realized that I hadn't eaten anything all day and I probably should go get some food in my stomach. And we wrapped up with Raven and just went and, yeah, chilled out. It was, to me, it was a really nice way to spend the holiday. I don't have BBC One Wales right now. 4 a.m. is way too early for me, though. Same! So Raya is saying 4 a.m. is a little early for them. They're normally up until 3 a.m. And I'm like, yep. Oh, dear Lord. Yeah, so it is not uncommon for me to be crawling in bed at 3 a.m. You are more than welcome, kid. As I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me say it, but you've basically become an adopted kid. You're friends with my boys, so I tend to adopt all of their friends. Why not? I meant to text you yesterday, my Raven, not the other Raven. I forgot to text and touch base with my nephews who lost their mother just before her birthday and Mother's Day this year, or just after her, between her birthday and Mother's Day. And yeah, whoops. I did touch base with them on Christmas Eve, though. Talked to my non-biological daughter briefly. Dong, ding, dong. Bond. James Bond. Dong. Ding, dong. How did you not get that one? James is in the horizontal feed, and he asked the man behind the curtain, what does James Bond's doorbell sound like? Dong. Ding, dong. And he's gone, I don't get that one. Commas are important. It makes the difference between let's eat, Grandma, and let's eat, Grandma, and let's eat, Grandma. Yes. I help my brother get off the horse. Yeah. Yeah. Punctuation is important. Punctuation is important. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yes, today's affirmation. I will get back to chat here in a second. Let's do today's affirmation. I did? No. Did I? Fuck my life. Let's see if anybody in the chat remembers if I did affirmation today. Yes, that's the one I'm thinking of. I helped my brother Jack off the horse. No, I did not eat until about 8 o'clock last night, James. Isn't it? And as a youngest child of a multiple child family, granted, I was an only child from the time I was about 12. Thank you, Raven. Love you. Learning to be able to be okay with being alone. That's right. Learning to be okay with being alone was huge for me. And then after my first assault when I was in high school, being alone was even more difficult. Does therapy work for gambling addicts? That's right. Does therapy work for gambling addicts? Therapy works for any form of addiction so long as the addict is willing to put in the work. So yes, it can. James was adopted, yes. I wasn't I wasn't bitching at you. I was merely making an observation going, oh yeah, we haven't done that yet. Oh look, we have our ad for the Witchy shop. Okay, apparently my filter is very much malfunctioning today. I can understand that one, Hazel. Hazel is saying that her issue is that she enjoys being alone so much that she never lets anybody get close or never lets anybody in. Yep. Snacking the whole holiday, that is the way to do it. Grazing is the best. Yep. Addiction is addiction is addiction. It doesn't matter what your fix is. And it usually involves risky behavior of some sort. That's part of the high from it. Is doing something that you know could cause massive problems up to and including self-deletion, but you still do it. Russian roulette. Trust me. I have my own addictions that I fight constantly. Ow, I just have something in my eye now. I forgot I had makeup on. We're doing stellar. I have to be really, really, really careful with certain websites. Thank you, Hazel. Because I will get hooked. Reddit is horrible for me. 2 years ago, roundabout, I had stumbled into Reddit and found the Just No Mother-in-Law subreddit and saw people who understood what it was like to live with someone like my own mother. Oh no, honey, I wasn't stabbed. Assault is half of the phrase that explains what happened to me. But it didn't involve getting hit or stabbed or anything. It was something else. And oof, we'll get there, James. I'm also a survivor of CSA. Trigger warning there if you know what CSA stands for. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Some of us are sober, not all of us. Is there a picture? Nope. Madam, I am Adam. That's kind of interesting. Is that a play on Madam Adam from TikTok and other social medias? I adore Madam Adam. They are an amazing person. That's true. Pasha, I wish you luck. The man behind the curtain stopped smoking, God, March of this year? Grandpa said it a lot. He liked wordplay. I love it. I love it. I kind of like the Sam I Am. Yes, I addressed that. James says he was adopted and spent some time in foster care. Oof. I am sorry. Foster care is awful. He also says he hopes I'm kicking the fuck out of my addictions. For the most part, yes. I have learned that if I set a timer or something when I want to go scroll through Reddit, I do much better. Or if I decide that if I have something that I need to do at a specific time and I'm not busy for 10, 15 minutes before that, that's when I'm like, okay, I can read through a couple of things. But if I have all the time in the world and I open Reddit, we're fucked. And I was so horrible to the poor man behind the curtain when I was hooked. I feel bad because I was so bad when he would force me to surface for air. Yeah. Right, Pasha. I don't disagree with you there. Why is it that our brains say we have to have a special date? Why can't we just start when we get it? A lot of times I can, unless it is something like a journal or whatnot that starts January 1st. I did the Simple Abundance thing for a while. I've tried it twice now, not doing it a third time. But because it starts on January 1, I received it the first time as a Christmas present, and I'm like, I really want to do this, but it says January 1st, so I gotta wait. I ended up starting it not the next year, but the year after that, because I did the wonderful thing of putting it in a safe place. And found it sometime in like May. And then my brain is like, oh, no. This book starts on January 1st. You have to start on January 1st. Oh, we did the cards already, James. I can flip through them again real quick here in a little bit, but we did already do those. Hello, Will is cool. Are you Will or shall I call you cool? Either way, I'm good. By the way, somebody asked what I'm drinking. I am drinking my usual cream soda, Dr. Pepper. Yeah, this caffeine is very much my addiction. I am not giving that one up. But the sugar is very much an addiction. I'm doing better with that one. But yeah. Let's see, what else are we doing? Let's get to the closing. Oh, we have Goddess! Because of the wonderful things. Anyways, man, the squirrels are hyper today. So we have a Goddess. I typed up everything for the Goddess today because I completely forgot that it was Friday and we have changed the schedule. So we have a Goddess today. Oh yeah, we got to do the shop first. So, you want to do that right quick? Okay, fix the Goddess first. God, she's gorgeous. All right. There we go. Ba. Here we go. All right, y'all. You want to have some fun with some Christmas shiz? That's the ones I wear. Actually, it's not Christmas anymore. Yay! So you want to buy your special someone or yourself something really cool and awesome? Then let's step into the Die the Yoga Witch shop at dietheyogawitch.shop, where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get one hell of an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry such as these. I'll show them to you in a minute. And then you can snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, and so much more, including a hoodie for your pet. So treat yourself, bless a friend, and bring a little witchy sparkle into your daily life. This is an example of the earrings I have been making. I love them. There they are. Look at those. These are some of the simpler ones I have made, but please go check out the shop. Give me an excuse to play with my beads and my stuff some more. All right, my witchlings. It is now time to honor our goddess of the day. She's a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us today. Our goddess is Odudua. Sorry, babe. All right. Our goddess is Odudua. Odudua is the Yoruba mother creator who brought forth the earth and humanity, presiding over fertility, love, kinship, and community. Her sacred color is black, symbolizing both creative potential and deep devotion. As a goddess of unity and care, Odudua reminds us that love and creativity are not solitary acts, but living forces that bind families, cultures, and communities together. Kwanzaa, meaning first fruits, honors these same values through its focus on unity, responsibility, purpose, creativity, and faith. A simple way to honor Odudua during this time is through candle lighting. Each day, light a red, green, or black candle and dedicate it to an attribute you wish to cultivate, letting the flame give form and energy to that intention. Red, green, and black being the colors of Africa. Keeping a black candle burning safely throughout the celebration honors her presence, while wearing black today helps absorb negativity and invites Odudua's peaceful grounding love into your life. That's our goddess. She's gorgeous. Just my opinion. Okay. Ow, ooh, that didn't feel good. Oh, shit. Okay. Ow. My arm is not happy. Yep. Aren't they cute? There is very wild things going on in America. Yes. Moomins. So you see Puppy. Yes. So, Puppy is one of my cues that my blanket is sitting where it's supposed to be. The Moomins. Because so many people like seeing Puppy peeking over my shoulder. I have been a fan of Lisa Frank artwork since I was in high school. And when I spotted this blanket, I couldn't pass it up. Hey, Eagle. We're doing pretty good today. Dean. Darko. Thank you. Darko. Haha. Darko. But not Darko. It's this Darko, not D&D stuff. Oh my God. That would be cool. Yeah. Not until such time as the fascist Cheeto is dead, buried, and long gone. Maybe they'll release it at that point, and that is all I'm going to say about politics for right now. All right. We have something better to talk about. We have wisdom from Mr. Rogers. Okay. My book is falling apart. All right. So, Mr. Rogers says, as human beings, our job in life is to help people realize how rare and valuable each one of us really is. That each of us has something that no one else has or ever will have. Something inside that is unique to all time. It's our job to encourage each other to discover that uniqueness and to provide ways of developing its expression. Mr. Rogers was a very wise man. And that is our Mr. Rogers quote for today. Okay. Jay, we have not done a god recently. Okay. Backing up. The whole Goddess of the Day thing came, and I know where the deck is, but I can't grab it easily, because I acquired a deck of cards that were different goddesses. And seeing as how Wicca in particular honors the goddess over the god, I thought those cards were really cool, and I started sharing them in my daily draws. And then I acquired the book 365 Goddesses and kept running with that. And I've debated off and on doing a god of the day. And I'm thinking, I am honestly thinking that maybe next season, so October of next year, because I'm kind of regretting not doing it this October, we'll add a god and a goddess of the day. I don't know yet. Uh-oh. Holy shit. Do-do-do-do. Donk. Here we go. Nope. Gotta move that. Gotta move that. I have to move a bunch of shit out from in front of my drawer. Is this the one I think it is? Might be. Holy shitballs, it was. There's 4 sets. And then there's... I generate the pictures. And then there is this set that has a D100. So cool. So I have, that's the buy dice. Purple and black marbling. That's buy. Purple sparkly and pink wavies. Pink and clear wavies. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 sets in the one bag and 1 set in the other. And that's just the ones I have in bags right now. I think I have a couple more sets somewhere. And I had 2 other sets that my darling ex-husband didn't realize that his dice bag was open as we were walking to the game shop. And so he lost half of my dice. I was so pissed. Oh, I was so furious about that one. Wasn't upset necessarily that he had lost the dice per se. I was more upset about the fact that he didn't notice that his bag was open. 3 sets of liquid oh god, those are cool. How likely am I to invest in the metaverse? I am not, because I am not going to support Zuckerberg. Can't stand him and a lot of his business practices. The fact that I'm even on Facebook is in and of itself is kind of amusing and amazing, because of the fact Facebook originally started out as a way to discuss how fuckable co-eds were at, I think, Yale. Can't remember if he's a Harvard or a Yaley. Noise. Oh, we have Zen. That's right. Let me put all of the shit that goes back in front of my drawer back where it belongs. Nope. That is today's. Okay, purple, blue. Wait. Oh, that's right. It's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. There we go. That's why my brain is... I'm not being able to parse it backwards this afternoon. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Ha. Ha ha ha. That's what I thought. Yes, yeah, it's, the word social is in the title of it, and Jesse Eisenberg plays Zook. I've been on Facebook for a very long time. Let's see. I would have to log into my first account to see how long I've been on Facebook. My current account that I use daily did not join Facebook until March of last year. That is cool. That would explain why it's called Facebook. Oh, no, I don't want to do much of anything in any of the virtual worlds because it is still far too much in its infancy, and we do not know how well it's going to survive. That's one of the reasons I don't want to get into crypto. I don't want to get into crypto or any of that for at least another 10 to 15 years because I don't have the money to lose if it goes belly up. Man behind the curtain is technically... Thank you, babe. Yeah, Bitcoin I'm not sure of either. So, James commented, ex-husband is the man behind the curtain. A second husband, technically he is number 4. Husband number 1, we were married for exactly a month before he told me to get the fluff out of his life. And then he disappeared before I could serve him with divorce papers. Finally found him on the East Coast while I was on the West Coast. Discovered that that the state of Oregon would not allow me as the civilian wife to file for divorce from my active duty husband. So I contacted him, sent him the paperwork and said, here, fill these out as the petitioner. He opted not to use the ones I sent him, decided to go through his home county in Oregon. So the divorce with him was final the day I landed in Italy to go visit my children's father. That was highly amusing. And then he and I married. That was in March. We married the following December. So that was that. That's husbands number 1 and 2. Met the youngest bio dad right after number 2 and I had separated. He proposed and then deployed on a never-ending deployment. And by the time he came home, our relationship had fallen apart. So that sucked balls. But when I delivered his son, I met another man, literally in the delivery room. Hilarious story. And no, our relationship did not start there. That was just when we met. I did not see him again for 6 weeks. And then we started hanging out more, and we were supposed to go out as a whole group to take my kids trick-or-treating. Ended up being just me, him, and the kids, and by the fourth store telling us, oh, you guys are such a cute family, we stopped correcting them. We started officially dating at Christmas. He moved in right after Christmas because he was being discharged and didn't want to go back home to Alabama. He moved up here to Washington with us. We got married a couple of years later. And then his bipolar got really, really bad, and he did not want to get it either diagnosed or treated. I finally gave him an ultimatum of you go get diagnosed and get treated or else. And he fucked around and found out, didn't bother getting it taken care of right away. By the time he finally got in to see the doctor, got diagnosed and treated, I was done. Because his bipolar was adversely affecting my mental health, and it was causing problems for my children. So we went our separate ways, and then the man behind the curtain and I got together, and we have been together for 14 years. I have 3 children. My oldest is 27, and that is Mikado. For those of you who are used to seeing him in the chat, I think it's Mikado 1, Mikado 2. Anyway, it's Mikado. That's Mike. My middle child is my Munchkin. Mike is 27. Munchkin is 24. And then we have the Spawn, who I share a wall with, and you guys occasionally hear him yelling through the wall. while he's running one of his D&D games, God only knows. And he is 22. He is going to be moving out in a week. And the bonus kid who crashes on the couch is going to be in that bedroom. So yes, I have 3 biological children. I have 3 children that I refer to as my non-biologicals because their mother and I were best friends for the better part of 20 years. And the youngest of those, his father was my adopted little brother. So he is also my kiddo. And those 3 are the ones that I have my grandchildren from. Not the youngest, he's still a teenager. But, speak of the... Did I fucking summon you by dropping your name like 3 times? Jesus Christ, child. How was work? Yeah. Yeah, I've had a very, very complicated life when it comes to my, romantic history and my children. Yep, we are currently solo poly. No, I meant yesterday, goober. Oh, wait, yesterday? Never mind. How was your evening yesterday? That's what I've been meaning to ask. See, brain not braining. We streamed for 6 hours yesterday. My brain is fried. Who is my best friend? Oh, that's cool, Raven. Let's see. The woman I call my best friend is one of my business partners at this point. Not technically a business partner. We just kind of work together. My candle went out. And that is Liz. Her name is Alyssa. She's a military wife up in Alaska. You know what? Let's do Zen really quick and do the opening of the circle, and then we'll finish this conversation. So, moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. We have a quote from Beethoven and a quote from Samuel Beckett. Beethoven, must it be? It must be. Samuel Beckett says, I can't go on. You must go on. I'll go on. Moment of Zen. All right. All right, y'all. It's still burning. It's still burning oh so slightly. I'm going to leave you with this blessing after I kill my candle. I want to do it the other way, but I don't trust it. We are going to extinguish our candle. Open our circle with the extinguishing of our candle, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors. And now, my friends, we have our closing blessing. All right. May you be wrapped in the quiet comfort of your own company tonight. May your truth sit easily in your chest, steady and unashamed. May solitude restore you, honesty protect you, and clarity light your path forward. Go gently, choose yourself without apology, and trust that what is meant to remain will do so in integrity. And so it is. Our closing blessing. Now I had the time of my life. Okay, so my brain... Okay, James is saying that my best friend should be my husband. And my husband is my husband. And that relationship is far more than a best friend would ever be. Much the same way as my non-biological kid's mother was always more than just my best friend. She was my roommate. And she was one of the few people that had ever cohabitated with me that still spoke to me after we no longer cohabitated, because I am not an easy person to live with. So my brain categorizes best friend as something completely different than my partner, my spouse, or my sister, or my roommate. And they may very well be my best friend in many aspects, but this other role that they hold in my mind is a higher priority, or is higher up on the chain of command than just a best friend. All right. Hey, Bull. Life can suck at times. Graduation. Yeah, honey, still being confused about life after graduation is normal. Yep. Exactly. Your girlfriend is the most important person in your life, and that is a deeper relationship than any best friend could ever be. Hey, you actually do kind of have a clue. You're pretty successful and content with where you are in life right now. I couldn't be prouder of you, to be honest. Considering everything we went through in high school and after. You are rocking this shit. Exactly. Mother Frogger. Oh, fuck. The whip cake fell out of the damn thing of a jigger. There we go. Pasha's saying, I'm starting to realize that life before the Chinese pandemic was great. I missed 2019. Oh, so many of us missed that. The Dorado Juridico, looking for a devotional schedule for the goddess. Oh, cool. Bienvenido. Where the hell did I pull that word from? I haven't used my Spanish in ages. And Brazil tends to speak more Portuguese than Spanish, but bienvenido, I believe, is cross-language there. All right. Uh-oh. She took up running? Nice. Mike saying if it looks like he knows what he's doing, he couldn't tell you how. All right. Oh, Footloose is an awesome movie. Yes. Okay. Solo poly. Okay. Someone is at. So James is commenting solo poly. So basically, what solo poly means is someone who is polyamorous, but is currently only has one partner. And then you get the monopoly couples where half of the couple is monogamous and the other half is polyam, correction. We are trying to move away from saying poly to polyam, because poly is also used to describe Polynesian culture. I'm not Polynesian. We have a roommate, sort of. In my mind, he's one of my bonus kids, so he's like family, but so not a roommate, but yes, technically we have a roommate. You have a point there, kid. Mike says that poly is also just the Latin root to indicate multiple of. And that's where polyamory gets so many people twitching, because poly is Latin and amory is Greek or something like that. They are different words, or they are different languages. And it's great to hear some of the arguments when people say, "Oh, I'm polyamorous." No, that is a crime against nature. What? If you're going to be poly, it should not be amorous. Amorous is complete. Blah, 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 and it was hilarious to read, but I can't remember it. Ding, ding, ding. There you go, Mike. Get out of my head. This child and I think far too much alike. But so currently, no, we do not have an actual roommate. He's one of the kids. We did have a roommate at one point. Yes, polyphilia was the one that was the argument was being made for here. No, they don't. Yeah, multi-amory. My brain turns multi-amory into multi-armory, and oh well, actually that might work. That actually might work. I think that was supposed to be thingamajigger. Yep. Thingamajigger. St. Mark build my. Oh, okay. I missed the build my. Can what? That sounds wrong. Doesn't it sound wrong? That's why my brain went multi-armory, and I'm like, hi. Actually, a lot of the polyam people I know are into the SCA and are heavy fighters, so the armory kind of works too. Thank you, baby. I love you. Exactly, that too. I'm happy for you, HOA. I mean, hey. I grew up singing Jesus Loves Me just like the rest of us. I just never thought that, being Christian made me better than anybody. And no, Jesus did not make you perfect. Jesus made you flawed just like every other human being. At least that's what I was taught God did to us. God doesn't make mistakes, but God gives us obstacles to surmount. And yes, English very much is a hodgepodge of so many other languages. So all philia technically means is sexual attraction. Hold that thought. Are you asking if thingamajigger means boy or girl? Thingamajigger is just any random object that you can't remember the word for. It's a thingamajigger. Okay. Thank you, Mike. I always forget John's an English teacher. I always remember he's a teacher, but I forget he taught English. Ding, ding, ding. That's true. Hemophilia is you bleed too easily. I'm not sure hydrophilia off the top of my head, but I'm assuming it has something to do with water. James, did I explain it well enough by saying thingamajigger, anything that you can't think of an immediate word for, such as this isn't an eyeshadow? That's why. Okay. Oh, God. So he's English and computers. Oh, dear Lord. My uncle would love you. I think so, Mike. All right. Google. Hey, Google. What does hydrophilia mean?
On the website biologyonline.com, they say, if a molecule is water-loving, it is known as hydrophile, that possesses a hydrophilic nature.
Thank you. Hydrophile. Loves water. Not usually humans. Hydrophilic is usually used to describe a molecule. If you can't bend, you break, and if you can't move, you're a target. Well, yeah, that's not wrong either. Or if you're on a surface ship, you're a target. But that's neither here nor there either. That's a Navy joke. God, my grandfather. Jeez Louise. Okay. It's makeup. Trust me. Oh, did they? Thank you, Arjun. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I suck at taking compliments. My apologies. Smooth. So, my grandfather was a submarine line officer in World War II. His best friend, who became an admiral later on in his career, now has a ship named after him. And when I told my grandfather about it, he's like, "What are they doing naming a target after a submariner?" And then I died laughing, because that was my grandfather. Gold hydride. Ooh. What language do lesbians speak? Lesbians are cunning linguists. Thank you, Arjun. Oh, man. We have someone in the horizontal chat who asked, what language do lesbians speak? Ah. Oh. Probably just trying to emphasize their words. Oh, no, I am the one who came up with it. James just asked, what language do they speak? I'm the one that answered the question. Oh, they speak Gaelic? Okay, that kind of... Gaelic. Oh, dear goddess, die. Oh, my lord and lady. John, you have a new pun. John has a new joke. How was my Christmas Eve? I think that's what it said. Haha. Hi. I'm going to go do my elf care now. Oh man, I heard the groan here. I heard the groan from here, Mike. I forgot. So Mike was sitting here with me Christmas Eve night, and I put that on and told him that I was doing elf care, and I swear to God, his eyes rolled so far into his head, he was staring at the back of his skull, and his dad heard him in the other room. It was glorious. How was my Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve was great. As Mike was here, we just kind of, chilled out, had fun. Did a midnight stream where it was kind of a combination, was supposed to be a combination of midnight mass, a Yule ritual, and coffee and cues like this. And, well, all we did was just sit here and bullshit. Have I seen the Epstein files? No, don't want to. Not going to talk politics. Thank you, Mike. Mark, you are not wrong. I am grateful it is the day after Christmas now, because now we're in that kind of limbo between Christmas and New Year's, when the only interesting things that happen are my father-in-law's birthday, a couple of friends' birthday, including my bestie, and then, yeah, we hit New Year's Eve, and then I just wait a couple of more days, and then I can breathe again. Very true, Arjun. Arjun is saying that politics is a double-edged sword, especially here at YouTube. Oh, James, do not apologize for that pun. It was glorious. Yeah, we're not talking... Don't make me smack you, child. Gib slap. Hey, Dua! How you doing today? My husband might object. What did Mike do this time? Oh, you're being a smartass over there. Australia's like my stepdad. Thank you, Arjun. Go get some sleep. Your sister's is she getting married today, or did you just find out that she got proposed to? Because if she's getting married today, shoo. More important. The more polite they are, the more they hate your guts. Yes. Oh, James watched The Snowman with his kids. That is such a sweet movie. If it's the one I'm thinking of. Did I read your comments? Thank you for the compliment. But I am married, just a heads up. Yeah, I know that one. You have a point, Mike. Mark says never propose at Christmas, and I'm like, I can kind of understand that. Yes, it should be a completely separate occasion, but if you're going to give her the engagement ring as a Christmas present, it kind of makes sense. Amen to that, Raya. I don't think so, warriors. I don't want to know. I'm scared. My this is not the place to propose thing is do not propose at someone else's wedding reception. Unless, this is the exception, and I do love this one, unless you have worked it out with the bride and or bride and potentially the groom, that you are going to propose to your future spouse during the bouquet toss, and the bride is like, cool, let's do it this way, and instead of me tossing the bouquet, I'll just turn around and hand it to her, spin her around, and you're there. I love those. All right. Had a feeling. We knew that one, James. Go ahead. Go easy on the gay jokes, James. We are queer friendly here. No, she doesn't toss it. And I was half afraid of your aunt doing this one to me at her wedding. No, the bride goes like she's going to toss it, and instead of actually tossing it, she turns around, walks over to the person being proposed to, hands her the bouquet, and then turns her around, and he's on his knee. I love it. I love it when it's the maid of honor. You talk like the queer. True, Mike, true. But there are some jokes that some straights would make that that even the queers would not approve of, because it's kind of rude. You're good, James. James, you are awesome in the fact that you can say something like that, and I could say, not great there, and you apologize, and you don't do it again. You are fine. We appreciate you here. Exactly. So, as a straight man, you are not necessarily as in as to what jokes would be okay, and there are jokes such as the one you just made that would be fine coming from a gay man, but coming from a straight man, it could be considered harassment. Exactly, as Mikey says, we've all had that sounded better in my head moments. I appreciate that, James. Oh God, Aussies. Aussies are a special breed. Australia is one of the few countries that I do not necessarily want to visit. I'll happily go visit the bigger cities. That's fine, but I do not want to go outside of any of that, because I swear to God, all of the wildlife in Australia is out to kill you. That would be awesome, Raya, especially if it's like one big friend group. Oh, sorry. Raya is saying it would be cool if when they get married, another friend pair proposes, and then at their wedding, another, and you just kind of keep the cycle going, the tradition going. And it's really awesome if it was like one big friend group, and they just, until everybody was married. And then at the last wedding, the first couple announces that they're pregnant, and at their baby shower, the next one, I don't know. Not arguing what he said. Sounds vaguely racist, but I know what you're saying. James is saying South African white people are cray. He's not wrong. I'm trying to figure out... hack. Trying to figure out how South African white people survive, because they're not native to that area. Enjoy that one out of mod. Daisy chained the weddings, but also it's a whole polycule doing an elaborate bit. Hell yes! Yeah, no, Mark is saying the spiders in Australia are massive. Went down to visit his sister. There was a spider on the wall. It was 14 inches. It was massive. Never again. Yep, nope. You need a leash for that spider. Yes. I have seen videos from military personnel who were over in the desert. And there is this one where they saw one of the dinner plate sized ones. And these are fucking Marines, right? So you'd think they're big, bad, burly men who fear nothing, right? Night, James. They are standing on their beds with their fucking rifles going, where the fuck did it go? I'm going to get it. And I cannot blame them. Yeah, I'm not going to Australia anytime soon. But, Australia did give us Hugh Jackman, so can't complain too much. Few other celebrities, and Crocodile Dundee. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord, there was a movie, I can't remember. The name of the movie has Paul Hogan in the name of the movie because Paul Hogan is the actor who was Crocodile Dundee. Yes, Steve Irwin is an Aussie as well. But there is a movie where Paul Hogan spoofs himself. And it is hilarious. Olivia Newton-John has a cameo in it. I can see his face, but I cannot think of his name. British comedian that a lot of people know. He pops in. So, yeah. Oh, Mark. You're probably around the man behind the curtains in my age. John is one of the rare ones here who is actually older than us. John is our unofficial big brother. Steve Irwin was great. James was actually commenting that... Was it James? It was, yeah, I think so. But somebody in the other chat was commenting that, his son is rather attractive. And I'm like, yeah. He just won Dancing with the Stars. And, his sister won it like 4 years ago. The whole family is awesome. And I believe it's their zoo that has the John Oliver Koala Chlamydia Award. Because John Oliver has a koala chlamydia program named for him. Oh, we have new subscribers. Yay! Thank you. I'm so easily pleased. We're also under 200 hours to full monetization. Which means y'all are going to have to start putting up with ads during the non-lives. And I am so sorry for that. But please, put up with them for us. Will they? Dude, that's FUBAR. Whee! Hold on. No. Wow. Potts is evil. Yeah, because I made the mistake of spinning as I sat back up and my brain decided to go, wee, we're riding the merry-go-round. Yes, I am. Okay, the non-lives, we're discussing whether or not ads will play during the lives. I know that they will play during the replays and in some of my longer videos. But I don't think, yeah. Yes, Michael. Oh, so the man behind the curtain is saying that he has watched some lives that had ads. Oh, God, we're talking PETA, but got a lot of people into wildlife conservation. Yup. Thank you, John. You're amazing. And then PETA, yeah. PETA can rot in hell. I despise PETA. And the worst part about PETA is they will go to the animal shelters to rescue animals from being euthanized, only to euthanize them themselves. PETA is... Same, Raven. Yeah, get out of my head. You spend enough time there. I want to be alone. It's never going to happen. There's 30 of us in here, so what am I thinking? Yeah, they oh, what? Oh, dude, that's FUBAR. And PETA is all about, not harming the animals and ethical treatment of animals and blah, blah, yada, yada. And they're the ones who pushed vegan leather and all of that shit. Do you know what vegan leather is? Vegan leather is plastic. People eating tasty animals, yes. Eating meat is murder. Tasty, tasty murder. As a yoga instructor, one of the aspects of yoga for many, many, many people is vegetarianism or veganism. Because the very first of the yamas is ahimsa, which means non-harming. And many people take that as non-harming of any living creature. They don't stop and think about the fact that when you harvest a plant, you're killing the plant as well, but we're not going to go there. And Yoga Girl, very, very, very famous yoga YouTuber and that. Her first name is Rachel. Her last name starts with a B. I'm not going to go grab the book to get it, but she abided by vegetarianism, and okay, I don't remember if she was vegan or not, but she followed the diet until she got pregnant with her youngest child and discovered that she was not getting the appropriate nutrition from that diet, and she had to eat meat. And oh my God, the people in her comments when she was talking about it were just evil. And I'm like, what the fluff? One of the big yogis, I can't remember if it was Satchidananda or who, but it was one of the really famous names, told all of us that ahimsa means non-harming, and that doesn't mean just externally. Ahimsa also means don't harm yourself. So what that means is if your body needs the nutrition that you can get from eating meat, then you need to eat meat, because it's better to harm an animal to feed yourself, which is what the whole cycle of life and the food chain is, rather than harming yourself by trying to lead this morally superior life. And that is where I am leaning now, because we've dealt with some of that ourselves. And I mean, I'm trying not to give too much personal information, but we have had an issue where one of us in the family was not getting all of the nutrients we need, and we were trying to figure out where it came from. And our doctor said, well, if it's a B vitamin deficiency, yes, you're taking B vitamin supplements, but there are people out there who cannot process B vitamin without getting it from beef. So vegetarianism wouldn't be something we could do with that. Still no clue what caused it, because everything went back to normal shortly thereafter, but all right. And hello, Isabel. Praiser. Yeah. I'm missing my purple hair, but it's coming back eventually. So what the fluff? You say I'm a liberal like it's a bad thing. Yes, I'm a liberal, but I'm also a service-connected disabled veteran. I am very loyal to my country. So I mean, the Bible taught us. Thank you, Isabella. The Bible taught us to love one another, do unto others as we would have done unto us. And my favorite verse, that which you have done for the least of these, you have done for me. So the Bible taught us to love other people, to have compassion, to care about the world in general. And that's what we do. I mean, come on, I grew up getting What Would Jesus Do beat into my head as a child and a teenager. And then I grow up and start doing, the things that Jesus would actually do, feed the poor or feed the hungry, help the poor, care for the sick, visit the incarcerated, and be compassionate, caring, and giving. And yet these fucking conservatives treat us like we're the dumb ones and we're the ones doing stupid shit. When all I am doing is taking those lessons I learned from the Bible I have read cover to cover on more than one occasion and doing exactly what the Bible told me to do. Whereas most conservatives are the people that Jesus would have been flipping the tables and chasing the fuck out of the temples with his handmade, hand-braided whip. So where does being a liberal and actually giving a fuck about the rest of my people here in my country and the rest of the world, why is that such a fucking bad thing? Please explain this to me. Exactly. Prosperity doctrine is fucking bullshit. Me? Sorry. Oh my lord and lady, Isabella's never heard me swear. Honey, you ain't been around long. I swear like the sailor I once was. Oh, that's right. Isabella is a younger kid. Sorry. I apologize for the rant, y'all, but this is something that frustrates me to no end. I grew up in the church. I grew up with a priest in basically the immediate family. And the modern day conservatives who are, hey, Chloe. They express the conservatives claim that they are for family values and they're good Christian people, but yet they act almost in polar opposition of what the Bible teaches. And we won't even get into all of the fucking homophobia that the Bible thumpers like to preach. I love my child. Exactly. Yeah. See, we do have Christians in here that we care about and we love. I mean, John is one of them. John is also a software engineer, which makes him special anyway. Dude, IT people are a special fucking breed. They truly are. Mike is pretty damn awesome. But yeah. Yeah, and you're Catholic. That's what gets me. You are Catholic, but you are one of the most open-minded, coolest, chill people I have known, as opposed to most of the Catholics I know, who are so not. Oh, shut up. We are not going there, husband of mine. Nope. Fucking bug in the code. Because somebody typed two keys backwards. And then you have to go through and read every single line carefully. You have to read every fucking character carefully to make sure. Yep, I swear I put a semicolon there. Nope, you put a colon. Well, that might explain why it's not working. I support people who like God. Yes. Okay, I thought that's who I heard. Exactly. Were you Catholic or Christian at the time, Chloe? Because if you weren't, if you hadn't grown up in the church, I can understand you not knowing. I'm trying. Oh no, Isabel, you didn't. You're fine. You're fine. No, 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 no. The man behind the curtain is saying, what do you mean compiler error? Okay, so this goes back to John saying that he swears like the software engineer he is. The man behind the curtain is a coder. We are ITs in this family. And I apologize. You kind of came into the middle of all of that. Salvation Army, nope. Nope. I will not do anything with the Salvation Army. Hurry up. Curry back, Chloe. Not both. That makes sense. So Chloe getting in trouble at Catholic school for not knowing what Easter is for when she's not even Catholic or even Christian. That's fucked up. But that's also why a lot of Catholic schools won't let non-Catholics attend a Catholic school. So, yeah, that would be us. Hey, Silent King, how you doing? Is that Coffee O Kid? Because I think I still have your Coffee O hoodie right here. Might wear it one of these days. Let's see, but the Salvation Army, we do not support, I'm betting you have yourself muted, hon. Fairly positive it's hanging under the leathers. But Salvation Army, we do not support, because the Salvation Army, if you are not married and have children, they will not help you. Doesn't matter whether it was divorce or you were never married or your spouse passed away. They don't care. They don't deal with single parents. If you are queer, oh, no. They will not help you. They will not touch you. They will not even allow you through the doors if they know you are queer. If you are not Christian, they might help you, but you have to sit through a couple of their services first. Yeah, they do all sorts of awesome charitable things. They also do things like the angel trees at Christmas. They run homeless shelters and all of that. But if you do not fit into their tidy little box of who they think deserves to be helped, you might as well go rot. And my biggest reason for not supporting them is the homophobia, transphobia. Oh, God, if a trans person manages to get into a Salvation Army shelter, they will not be sheltered with their actual gender. They will be sheltered with their birth gender. And no, I can't do that. And it's not exactly a regional difference. That is a Salvation Army core belief. That is awesome. You are so fucking lucky. I found out a lot of the nastiness about them because I would go to get help from them for paying bills or for the Christmas angels. And my ex and I weren't married yet, but we were living together. And I had to show them his pay stubs to prove that, we had income. And they questioned the name difference because I had my last name, not his. And I'm like, for multiple reasons, I'm maintaining my own last name because, well, I'm a veteran and my VA stuff is all in my maiden name. Oh, okay, that works then. Technically, it was true, but once we got married, I did change my name with the VA. Never doing that again. If the man behind the curtain and I get married again, and I need to change my name, no, I am not changing my name again. That was too much trouble. And then I went to the VA, and I had changed my name with the VA, and they called me by his last name, and I sat there for a minute. He was with me, and he looked up when they called his name, but it wasn't his appointment that day. It was mine. And he's like, they're calling you. And I'm like, huh? Yeah, they just called Southern. We're not here for me today. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I can't do that. Thank you, Raven. I love hearing that when they stand by immigrants, queer people, widows, widowers. That is awesome. I know. I forget. We are married, just not legally. We had essentially a Thank you. Hand fasting. That's the word I'm looking for. We've had a not government. Yes, I hear you, Mike. Because his screen name and his actual name. Hi, Took Monsters. I'm going to go back to calling him Mick. What the What are you not? No, 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 no. You can't come under that. Come here. Come this way. There you go. What do you need, buddy? All right. Oh, that's right. Hi, baby. Yeah? What's up? What's up? I'm working. You want to come say hi? Yes, we are actually. Come here. Oof. I love it. Hey, cat. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Hello. What? What are we doing? What are we doing? Huh? Oh, hi. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you happy? Yeah? That good, huh? What are we doing? Oh, I'm so happy. Oof. I hear you, sweetheart. Okay. We have been here for 2 hours. 2 hours and 20 minutes. Ooba. Everybody's saying hi to you, sweet boy. Yeah. You got people who love you who've never even met you. Yup. Don't. Mom put her mess away. He's such a happy dog. It would be. Big brother says hi. Oh, well, hello to you, too. Oh, somebody else is here. Come here. I'm going to get you. 1, 2, oh. Look at who I found. Hi, Bubby. We got a fuzzy butt now. Yep, you came at the absolute perfect time, cat. Hi, baby boy. Just about. Here you go, baby. Oh. Oh, goodness, it is early morning, SK. Yes, this is the furry overlord. He came in to say hi. Oh, yeah, bye-bye. He's a happy boy. He's keeping his head just off camera. Oh, there you go. There you go, baby. I become the biggest goober when my furry children are around. Oh, that way. All right. Ta-da. I think you guys can hear him. Okay, I'll turn it back down so I can talk. Oh. He whipped the cards. Thank you, Annie. They came from Zenny. My goofy cat. I love this boy. He's the bestest boy ever. He's the bestest kitty ever. Yes, you are. We have too many black cats in my family. We have this one. We have my non-biological Slate cat. We have my Munchkin's black cat. And then my soul sister has a black cat. It's great. Actually, no, he doesn't. Amazingly. It took him a while to decide whether Fuzzbutt was something he could eat, fuck, or just terrorize. Or befriend. And we have come to the conclusion that we are going to befriend. Now that has been decided, Fuzzbutt will now give him head boops and love on him and mark him. So they do pretty good. The only time Tookers really has issue with him is if he's in my lap, and especially if he is in my lap and purring. At that point, Took goes into full-on protect mom mode because he's convinced the cat is out to end me. That too. Thank you, Annie. Oh, I love this kitty. Hey, MN 9010. MN 9010. That's an interesting name. Is you go, baby? Is you go, baby? Yeah, kitty. Yep. Yep, because Took is convinced that Fuzzbutt's purr is not a purr, it's something else. He thinks he's growling at me. Yeah. And this cat is the goofiest cat. He absolutely loves Tookers and Luna, who are our big dogs. And then Sarge, well, he has good reason to hate Sarge. Sarge, don't fuck the cat. Sarge, don't hump the cat. The cat's going to body slam you again. Don't terrorize the cat. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Am I being mean to you? Oh, almost 1 a.m. Subtract 2, add 12. 9 hours. So that is an hour ahead of Italy. So you are an hour ahead of Italy. But England isn't, no, England is only 8 hours. They're 9, no. Yeah. Sibling stuff. More east. So potentially Russia or Ukraine. Oh my God, I have to overlay the fucking globe with the time zone maps, which is far easier said than done. More west. My geography sucks, my friend. Especially my global geography. I am horrible. And now I am hearing the seasons, or the Something of the World by Yakko Warner. The Countries of the World by Yakko Warner. Yep. Get to work. Have a good day, kid. Love ya. Oh, you forgot stuff over here, by the way. Here you go, baby. Hi. Here you go, baby. Hi. Yup. Your tote with a thing of Gatorade in it. So, what I will do is I will put your hoodie in said tote, and you can come get it when you have the opportunity. Okay, go ahead and show that one so I can address. Oh, okay. Roger that. Do Americans hate the Russian people because the Russian army is number one because of its large size? No, most Americans do not hate the Russian people. We despise the government and the administration, but the people, no. Yeah, we kind of feel bad for them because they are not coming up on the happy end of this deal. My hometown down in Oregon, where I graduated high school, I was very much in the minority as an English-speaking white student because the majority populations were either Russians or Mexicans, predominantly from Oaxaca. I cannot remember where most of the Russians came from. But I had friends in both communities. I actually just found one of them on Facebook the other day, and he added me. That was kind of cool. He was a really cool dude. Yeah, Poland is really close to Russia. But again, my geography sucks. Nations of the world. That's what I said. No, I said countries of the world. It is nations of the world. I hate my brain. Why do you do this, brain? Polish. Yes. See, wow. Having a Polish person pop up. I was literally just last night thinking about how nasty and disgustingly racist my family was growing up, because my mom thought nothing of telling idiotic Polak jokes. And I did not realize as a kid that they were genuinely racist. I didn't realize that Polak referred to someone from, I believe, Poland. And now that I know, I mean, oh my God. I am, because it's the type of the joke. And today I look back at the fact that I thought they were so funny, and I am so humiliated. And I hate it, and I sincerely apologize for dropping that word so many times. Because again, hi, dumb American, I don't realize that it's a slur along the same lines as the N or the N word for black people and the G word for Romani. Romani? Postmodern vegetarian, Catholic, and tarot reader. I like it. You go, baby. But yeah, I just... The synchronicities here are making me giggle. Do me a favor. Hover over the search. I'm trying to figure out what the flippin' pictures are today. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, just hover. There we go. Click out of it. Yeah, now hover. Family activities. Okay, that's why it's a puzzle piece in a card game. Yes. The TV watches you. That always makes me think of Big Brother. Get out of here and go get food and go to work, child. I'm not going to be the reason you're late for work or don't get to eat. The same to you, Zildjian Zone. I'm going to call you Zone if you don't mind. Santa Claus is watching you. Okay. I'm going to mom. Mom's got a mom, okay? Oh, Jesus, you should feel how hard he is pressing into my hand. He is such a happy cat right now. His ears must be bugging him. Such a happy baby. Look at Dad. It's Artie. Hey, Artie, how you doing? Yes, we do remind you. Remind you. Holy shit, am I not wording today? Oh, that is a blissed out cat. His eyes are rolled clear the fuck back. He's like, leave me alone. Yeah, his tail. He's licking the tip of his tail. I wonder what he smacked. Silly boy. All right. Let's smooth your fur down, Kit Kat. What did you smack? Oh, my God. You do not need my coffee. That is my coffee. All right, down you go. See you later. Bye-bye, fuzzy butts. Oof. Tucker says it painted me. Wow. You did. You truly did. All right, everybody. We have been here for 2.5 hours. I should probably take these puppers out to go pee on the tree and other stuffs. So I am going to bid you a fond farewell for this afternoon. It is Friday, so we will not be here tomorrow or Sunday. Sunday, I have to let everybody know I will not be here. I have a professional retreat that I will be presenting at on Sunday. So, I'm sorry. We will see you Monday. We will probably still do a brief evening, probably members only thing to reveal next week's Sanskrit. But otherwise, this is it. I will see you guys Monday. I love you all to bits. Let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Please, let's try to be beacons of hope and light for those stumbling and lost in the dark. Make sure you tell your loved ones whether they walk on 2 legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide with scales, or tiptoe on those tiny paws and claws, that they are absolutely precious to you. Moments slip away faster than we ever expect, and those last goodbyes often come far too soon. I love you guys all to bits. Have a fantabulously magical rest of your day or night wherever you are. I love you guys to bits. Namaste, my witchlings.